What's up, guys? Welcome back to another of my videos, where today we are going to be doing a new theory video about me saying why I think that the two guests are hiding within the neighbor's walls for a place for shelter. And first, I'm going to start off with the story about what happens inside of Hello Guest, why they need a night guard, and why they need everything that they do in Hello Guest. The first thing, the reason why they need a night guard, is because some guest costumes are stolen. Before I talk about that, I'm going to talk about the two guest costumes. There's the broken one and the non-broken one. The broken one is the one that we see in Hello Guest and Hello Neighbor Alpha 1. That's why his chirping is less like chirping and more like static and glitching, because his costume is clearly broken up. So that's the reason why he makes that weird glitching sound that he makes inside of Hello Guest, instead of making the average squawking sound that the guest makes inside of Alpha 1.5. Within Hello Guest, the story, what I believe, is the guest, or the glitchy guest and the regular guest, both went to the amusement park and stole the costumes for just themselves. But while they were at the amusement park, they were chased out and they never came back until a security guard hired to prevent the guests from coming back, Quentin, showed up. They came back, and that's why the guests are coming after Quentin, to try to stop him so they can get more stuff from the amusement park. So they can most likely try to get the tram working, or maybe even try to fix the second guest's voice thing. So this is why I believe the guests is at the amusement park inside of Hello Guest. Now, what does this have to play into them both living in the neighbor's walls? Well, I won't really getting too much into that in this video, even though the video is called Why the Guests Are Living in the Neighbor's Walls Part 1. This is just kind of explaining the origin of the guests. So the reason why they hired Quentin is because the guests needed to be stopped from stealing the amusement park costumes from the amusement park. And to be stopped, they had to have a night guard. So they got Quentin, or depending on who you choose, Quentin or Beatrix, to do the job. Now, Quentin is the night guard. We'll just be using Quentin as an example because I'm playing as Quentin. But Quentin is a night guard who is trying to stop the guests from stealing amusement park costumes. And the man in the hat is, I'm just going to say it right now, a detective who is trying to solve why the guests are stealing the costumes from the amusement park. And the reason why he comes after us in the end of Hello Guest is because he thinks that we have something to do with the guest costumes being stolen. But we really don't. We're just the night guard that was hired to stop them from stealing it. Now, the man in the hat sees both our case files at the beginning of the game, as I showed you towards the beginning. Here's a video of it. Okay, now you saw that. That's when the man in the hat reviews our case files. That's right before he thinks us, our character, and Beatrix are both maybe convicts trying to help the guests. But we're really not. We're just night guards. So that's why he tries to get us to catch us at the end, because he thinks we're part of this, but we're really not. We're just trying to guard the park from the guests. So how much does this play into Hello Neighbor 2? It actually plays in quite a bit. The guest at the amusement park is kind of more of a scared guest. And for short, I'm just going to call it the regular guest, which is the one without the broken voice box, and the glitchy guest, the one with the broken voice box, just for short. So the glitchy guest goes back to the amusement park after getting both their costumes so that he can try to get his fixed. And where do they go to after they go to the amusement park? That's right, the neighbor's house. If you didn't know this, in the books, it hints that the neighbor's parents were looking into forest protectors, which aren't real. But the costumes from the Golden Apple Amusement Park are. So they took the costumes and ran and went to the neighbor's house to hide. So that's basically why the guests have the costumes on and why two guests sound completely different from each other. Now, in Alpha 1, you see the guest inside the neighbor's house, and I'll explain that in the next video. But first, in this video, I just kind of want to cover the different characters and what they mean in Hello Guest. And they have all the vandals. Now, a possibility is that one of the guests could be a vandal, which is less likely than not. Because the vandals don't really appear the same height and same dimensions as the guest. There's only one vandal model, and they just copy it a million times, and none of them have the appearance of the guest. So we can't really say that these are the guest. The guest has to be someone a bit more important in the franchise to be doing this. So I don't really have for this theory right now an exact identity of the guest. Maybe as I think about the next 3 videos and stuff, I'll start realizing an identity for the guest. But at the end of the game, he tries to arrest us, the Man in the Hat, if you watch the extended ending, which I'll play right now. The guest distracts him, and then because the guest isn't trying to do much. He's just trying to get his costume, a different costume, so he can do whatever they're trying to do with these costumes. So as he goes around the amusement park trying to look for them, you keep scaring him off. So he keeps getting increasingly more mad as you play the game, which is exactly what the whole point of Hello Guest is. So you're the night guard trying to stop the guests from doing whatever they're doing, which what they're doing is unknown to you until later when you sneak in to the house where you believe they're residing. Okay? That's where we'll get into Hello Neighbor 2 Alpha 1. And then the next one might be called the Guest Plan. It'll most likely be called the Guest Plan. Glitchy Guest Plan, most likely, is what it will be called. But if you guys do agree with this theory that the 2 guests stole the 2 costumes and the other guest was trying to get his costume fixed for whatever reason, then please do leave a like on this video. But honestly, my theory right now is saying that the guests are living in the neighbor's walls. And in the next video, you're gonna get a jam pack of information, of proof to this theory. You're gonna get you're gonna get smacked in the face with so much proof. Because I don't really have that much proof in this video. I was waiting for the next video to share all my proof. So this video and the Alpha 1.5 video will feel a little empty compared to the Alpha 1 video. But in the Alpha 1 video, I will share so much evidence towards the theory. So the guest just caught me. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, bye.